Hi, today I'm reviewing the Sephora Vitamin C Serum. And really quick, I just want to say I purchase these products with my own money and I will never waste your time with sponsored ads or videos. So please subscribe or check out nobsbeauty.com or click on the Amazon link below. So this is part of Sephora's kind of new collection of products. They had an older brand of products and they've kind of brought in new cleansers, moisturizers, masks, lots of fun things, and a new vitamin C serum, which I've been trying out for a while now, from time to time, and definitely have a lot of thoughts on it. Sephora calls this a serum that helps increase I almost said radiation. Doesn't increase radiation. Increases radiance, improves and evens out skin tone, and it works well for normal, oily combination, or dry skin. So, sounds like a good vitamin C serum, and I've got a lot to tell you guys about it. Okay, so my first criteria is packaging, and they put this in a dropper bottle, which I'm getting to the point where I get it. Every serum possible that can be in a dropper bottle will now be in a dropper bottle. They're not easy to travel with. They're not easy to store. They're kind of annoying. They take up a lot of space on my counter. It's okay, but this one is clear, so when you're not using this, definitely keep it in a cabinet. You know, vitamin C is typically better the less times it's exposed with air and light. So I definitely give them a pass on it because almost every vitamin C serum comes packaged like this. Maybe not necessarily in a clear bottle, but just keep it in your cabinet when not used. So it's definitely become standard packaging for many serums. And a totally enclosed pump bottle is the best way to do it. Like this one I'm going to be reviewing soon, the Skin Iceland. A bottle like this is best for like vitamin C serums. But anyway, just make sure to keep it away from exposure to light. Even heat can make vitamin C degrade, so keeping it in a fridge, like a lot of brands recommend doing that when you're not using it, helps. Definitely more and more exposure to light and air and heat makes it degrade, even when you're not using it. Vitamin C usually starts out a color like this, and once it gets to the point where it continually, the more it degrades and less effective it is, the darker it gets. So at that point, once it's a dark brown, you want to discard it. You don't really want to use it anymore. Vitamin C serums get weaker every day, even when you're careful about exposing it to light and air. So really, once you open it, you want to start using it up. Don't open it, test it, and then put it back for a couple months and then pull it back out later. Just keep it in a fridge until you're ready to use it. Don't open it, expose it to anything until you're ready to start using it. So that's my word about that. So no issues with it. Just be mindful of it. Keep it in the fridge. Don't open it until you're ready to start using it. Okay, on to alcohol. There are no alcohols, good fatty alcohols or dry or denatured types of alcohol, so no issues with that. Fragrance. It does have a fair amount of fragrance ingredients, although the fragrance scent is not super noticeable, and it does dissipate pretty quickly when you put it on. So it's got fragrance in there, orange extract, lemon extract, and then capsaicin, which you hear about with a lot of like pain relieving things for like your back and things like that. It's a relative of the pepper family, not necessarily great for skin, especially if you have sensitive skin. So I recommend doing a patch test of this if you have more sensitive skin, because there are a lot of fragrance ingredients in there. And then the fruit and things like that tend to be more of a fragrance ingredient. They can do a little bit for giving skin vitamin C or sometimes exfoliation, but you're better off. There's other ingredients that you should be using instead of those, because those they're not the most efficient way to go about it. The manufacturing location, this is made in France, so no issues with that again. Ease of use. So they recommend using this in the morning, after cleansing, toning, and essences. Usually a full, like pipe full, is good to cover your entire face, neck, and décolleté area. If you have drier skin, you're going to want to follow this with a moisturizer. If you have oily skin, this probably will be all you need. Or if you're using a sunblock after that, it's probably all you're going to need to use. You're probably not going to need to use a moisturizer if you have more oily skin. But drier skin, you'll probably want to follow with a moisturizer. Personally, for me, I've been using this more so in the evening time because of some of those fruit extracts and things. They just tend to be a little bit hard on my sensitive skin. So using this in the evening and following it with a thick night cream has been my choice of direction to use this at, and because they don't really state what the percentage is. Did they anywhere on here? I didn't see it anywhere. So you really don't know exactly what percentage of this is vitamin C. So I personally, for especially days when I was going to be outside a lot, went with the vitamin C serum that I know is like 20% or 25%. So this one you just don't really know. And I couldn't really tell based on the ingredient list. I don't think it's a ton. There's some in there, obviously, but not as much as I prefer. So anyway, so ease of use, no issues. Definitely, if you use it in the morning, do follow it with sunscreen, though. Recommend that. Antioxidants and beneficial ingredients. Okay, so we've got the Vaccinium Myrtillus, which is bilberry extract, which is a really good antioxidant. It's been showing up in a lot of products with a lot of berry themes lately, so it's a good antioxidant. They've got Panthenol, which is good for skin conditioning and skin healing. Chlorella vulgaris, which is microalgae, which is really good for skin. It's a good antioxidant. And algae and things like that tend to be good ones to help fight against sun, UV rays, blue light as well. So very good to see that in here. I think we're going to see a new algae trend in 2020. I'm predicting it now, although algae's always been trendy. It's just going to be more so, I think. Okay, so sunflower seed oil, which is good for hydrating the skin. And then we've got Ascorbyl Glucoside, which is a water-soluble form of vitamin C. It's a more stable form, but it's less potent than other vitamin C forms like ascorbic acid or ascorbyl tetrahexylside. So not the best form of vitamin C, but it is one that tends to stay relatively stable. So with water and things like that, it's good to see in there. So let's see. Okay, so then we've got vitamin E, which is good for hydrating skin, and it's also a good antioxidant. Vitamin C is pretty far down the ingredient list, so it'd been nice to see maybe a little bit more vitamin C or perhaps another form of vitamin C and a little bit more beneficial antioxidants. So I'm going to do the pH test. You guys are loving the pH test, so let me do this. And we can see where that ends up. So yeah, so the antioxidants, they focused, it seemed to be more on the fruit extracts and things like that than on the actual like vitamin C and vitamin E. So I wasn't totally impressed with the amount of beneficial ingredients in here. So on to number 7, which is animal testing. And unfortunately, the Sephora collection is not cruelty-free because they are sold in mainland China. So not very exciting about that. And then on the pH test, I am showing this is pretty much about a 5, which for vitamin C, around 4 is pretty good. So 5 is okay. 7 is neutral, so 5 is okay. I would have liked to see it maybe a little bit lower. Okay, on to performance. Does a nice job hydrating skin. It does. Does give skin a little bit of extra plumpness, which is nice. I find using this in the evening works a little bit better than in the daytime. I just didn't see a ton of the brightening, and that ascorbyl glucoside isn't one of the more brightening forms of vitamin C. Ascorbic acid does more for brightening than this form does. So it's an okay form of vitamin C. It's just not the most exciting in terms of brightening and dark spots and evening out skin tone. It's not the one I would go for, but if that's not your main issue and you just want a good vitamin C serum that's affordable, this is probably one of those. So performance, though, I like it because it is more hydrating, so that's a good thing for me if you have drier skin. If you have oily skin, the hydration isn't going to be a huge deal. So on to price. So this is the full size, which is 1 ounce, and it retails for about $20. So for vitamin C serum, that's pretty affordable. And if you shop during any of the Sephora sales, you'll get it for a discount, so even better. And then the it factor, my 2 biggest complaints about this serum were the amount of vitamin C. It seems to be rather low on the ingredient list. And it does have too many fragrance ingredients. Less would have been much better. So I just wasn't overly impressed with it, but I also didn't dislike it. So it's okay. I gave it a 6 out of 10, which is still decent. It's just not one of my favorites. So, which not at everything can be. So, anyway, so I'm interested if you guys have a chance to try this, or I guess I probably asked you this recently because I'm going to be reviewing another vitamin C serum the next day or two. But what is your favorite vitamin C serum? And how often do you use it? Do you use it morning only? Do you use it morning and evening, or just in the evening? So anyway, definitely leave a comment. I love hearing from you guys. Check out nobsbeauty.com and the Amazon link below, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much.